Okay, so we're going to get started in this Powtoon. I'm seeing that everyone is in here. You should be at www.powtoon.com. And this is where we're going to go to get signed up, signed in, and I need to talk about a few important pointers and things you need to watch out for when you are signing up in Powtoon. So we're going to sign up free. Click on that purple button in the upper right hand corner. It might be a purplish blue. Continue with Google. We use this option basically anytime there's that continue with Google option, so it'll connect to your GS account. That'll make it easy when it comes time for us to upload these to YouTube. Okay, it's going to ask about emailing you daily. You don't get emails, so you might as well say no thanks. And then continue again. And then it's going to ask you to choose 3 to 5 topics to start creating a Powtoon. Let's go education, presentation, explainer. I don't know, just those 3 probably will help you get started. But just because those are the 3 we choose doesn't limit what else we can look at. Alex, just because I have your computer doesn't mean you're not paying attention. Alright, so we're going to say let's go. Something I want you to note, okay, is we signed up, and because we signed up, they're giving us 4 days of free premium videos, okay? That means that they're going to be showing you templates, and I'm going to allow you to use templates. You don't have to start from scratch. They're going to be showing you templates that cost money, and this assignment is due in 5 days. So that means when it comes time for you to download your work, you won't be able to if you choose something that costs money. Okay, so we're going to look into that in a second. Some of you, your screens are coming up a little bit different, and it's not wrong. It just looks different. So here's like Leslie's. If it comes up like that, that's fine too. Again, pay attention right here. It's telling us this premium trial. Okay. So we want to go, if you go to templates, I believe that's where some of you will get into a different look. These sites are always changing, so if it looks a little bit different, that's okay. And I just want to scroll through these for a minute, just kind of see. If you hover, you can hit play on one, and it's going to show you what that looks like. Okay. Obviously, we aren't going to be using video elements. You will be using probably more in the explainer. Okay. So this is what I want you to look for. If you hover over a video, look on my screen, this is important. If you hover over a video and it says Pro or Pro Plus in the lower right-hand corner, do not pick that option. It will let you. It's tricky like that. It will let you pick it, but the second you want to go to export it to turn it into me, it'll say, give me money, okay? So you need to choose something that is free. So, for example, if I hover over this one right here, nothing comes up down here. That means it is a free one. So please, please, please make sure we're paying attention to that. Okay? And you can search on some of these explainers. I'll be really honest, for this assignment, it is the first time I'm doing it this way. Going the blank route may be better, but you can play some of these and kind of check them out and say, all right, what does this look like? Because on the templates, you are going to be asked to, you'll have to edit all of this. Like, it'll give you, I don't know why it's like going in and out like that. It'll give you these words, it'll give you these animations, and you'll have to change all of that out. So going with a blank template may be the way to go. And that's what I'm going to show you today, is going with the blank template. Alright, so see right here how it says Pro? That's a no-go, right? We want free, which is why blank, again, might be the better way to go. So if you go to blank, That'd be nice if these options were available. We're going to go horizontal, optimize for YouTube, Facebook, etc. It's going to come up with another option, just be patient. It's going to ask you, after it loads this awesomeness, to choose a It's going to ask you to choose a look for your PowerPoint or for your Powtoon, so you can kind of choose what kind of characters you want to pop in. Reel would be like video elements, that sort of thing. So you're going to want to probably go with one of these first three, where they're going to be more cartoonized characters. Alright, I'm just going to choose cartoon for now. And right now, I don't want you guys choosing anything. If you chose, that's okay. You can change the look right up here pretty easily. What I want right now is for you to just watch on my screen. Okay? I don't want you clicking around. I don't want you getting started yet. I just want you to watch on my screen. So if you're like, I chose cartoon, but I'd really rather have the whiteboard look, you can change that really quickly right up here. But I would do that before you get started. So what this means is it's going to show you elements down here that line up with a cartoon look. Okay? So when you get started on here, a couple of things to note. 5 minutes is the max the free version will allow. So just be watching right here will be the total time spent on your slides or on your project. This is how much time, it's like at what time you are at currently. So I'm at 1 second currently. This down here is my timeline. Okay? This down here is my timeline. So if I have elements come in at 4 seconds, in order to see them, I have to drag it to 4 seconds. I can save scenes. So like with the stop motion animation, if I spend some time building up a scene, I can choose my scene here. Or maybe my story kind of flashes between two places. I can save my scene here and easily drag back in that scene after I add new slides over here. Okay, so let's just say I'm going to choose an intro. Again, pay attention to what's pro and what's not. It'll let you use these pro options, but it ends badly for you later. Okay? So as I'm looking through some of these scenes, maybe I find an intro of some sort. I don't know what story I'm going to tell yet. I hope you guys are thinking about that. Let's just say I choose this one for right now. Okay? And I say that this is the Frozen 2, or as my daughter calls it, the new Elsa. Alright? And I'm going to have by my name. I may come in here and swap out my characters. So with these scenes, it's going to allow you to swap things in and out. So I'm going to say swap, and it's going to bring me over to my characters over here, and I can change and customize. Maybe I don't want the office. Maybe instead I want something from here. This is like a modern Anna. I don't know. Okay, you guys are going to have to, I'm going to get to see a little bit of your creativity because this is going to be your spin on a fairy tale. Got it? So, it'll be kind of a modernized version for some of you. Maybe you'll be able to create characters that really look similar. It's kind of up to you. So swap just allows you to swap in and out objects already there. If I want to delete something, I can just push the delete key on my keyboard. If I want to edit my font size, edit my sizes on things, I can over here. Okay, lock just locks it in place and doesn't allow me to edit it anymore. Okay, so look at what's happening down here. Basically, I'm going to start with a blank background scene, and as I hit play, at half a second my person comes in and then my name comes in. Okay, let's say I want my person to come in later. I would drag her down here and see what happens. So I've got Frozen 2 by me, and bam, there I slide in. Okay? if you're like, I'm put these elements in, but they're not showing up, pay attention to where you are on your timeline down here. Okay, so let me explain some of these timeline manipulations. This right here is if you want to change her pose. Okay, so you have your character, maybe you want her waving instead, or pointing, or doing something else. My computer's kind of slowing down on me here. And now it's frozen. Alex's computer is frozen, I guess. Oh, it's changing on his, but it's not on mine. I'm frozen. Let's see if I get out of his and back in. There. Alright, so I can change my position. This would be if I need to flip her horizontally. Okay. Other settings. This is where I'd mess with my animation. So, what do I want them to do? Do I want a background? What kind of effects do I want? So this one shows that she's sliding in from the right. Maybe instead I want to slide her in from the left. Or slide her up. Okay, reveal. So these are, each character and each element is going to have to be edited by you. Okay? And then same here, if you, instead of entering, you want them to exit. So maybe at the end, I want my person or my thing to fade out. So this is where this is going to happen. Okay? So now if I play, back this up. Again, it's freezing. Usually this works so smoothly. Alex, I blame you. Okay, so in comes the Frozen 2 by me. I slide up, and then the Frozen 2 fades out. If you need to add seconds, so let's say this is a 5-second slide, I just need to hit the plus sign here over on the right-hand side. Pay attention to how long you have things in and out, okay? Especially if you're going to be having text, you want to make sure that there's enough time for people to read the text. That's where, like, the type in feature, when you have your settings, when you have it word type in like this, that might be a nice option because then people have time to slow down and read it. Okay? So over on the right-hand side, I just want to quickly go over things. Let's say, okay, I've got my entry. Now I want to start creating my scene. I have options to add backgrounds, images, video, marketing, just color. If you just want a basic color of your background, nothing fancy, that's fine. My text, I've got title options, I've got bubbles, I've got different things here. Characters, this is where you'll want to stick with a consistent character theme. Again, looking at what's free, not Pro or Pro Plus. Looks like our options have become more limited than they used to be. Look, I could tell Frozen as in pandas. As pandas. That'd be funny. That's up to you. So there's only really 3 options on the characters. But if you switch looks, you might have other options. Okay? Props would be where you could find different just clip art props to add in. Build shapes. So if you're like, nothing's really getting it done for me, maybe you just build your own. That's fine too. Images would be something you would find and import in from the internet. Videos you won't really mess with. The sound, the music that you import in, you will want to go to free sounds, of course, to choose from in order to put music on top of your video. And the computer froze again. Okay, more theme options here at the very bottom. So what I'm asking you to do today is you all created a blank PowerPoint. That might not be the one, oops, sorry, got your microphone, if you're watching. That might not be the one that you edit, but I just want you to start playing with this a little bit today. Up here is where you're going to save it. So I'm going to save this as Alex Practice. because that's not the one he's going to turn into me. Okay? When you come back into Powtoon, so let's make sure everything is saved. Okay, make sure this says saved right here. That's how you know if it's saved or not. If it still says saving, don't close out. So let me come out. Let's say it's the first time I'm getting back into this tomorrow. It should save your login. You'll log in as normal, and then you'll see your Powtoons listed over here. Okay, you'll see your Powtoons listed over here. So with your 8 minutes you have left in class, I really just want you guys to focus on playing with this, exploring it, looking at the different options, the characters, things like that. And tomorrow you better come in with a fairy tale in mind and kind of an overall plot. So you're may not retell the whole fairy tale, but you may retell a scene from it, or a couple of scenes from it, or jump around from the beginning, middle, and end type thing.